feel very, very drained. And I always say there's a difference between being tired and drained. Tired is when you've done a 12-hour shift. You come home, oh God, I just want to have a cuppa and put my feet up. Do you know what I mean? Drained is when you actually feel like someone's got a syringe in you and they're sucking the life out of you. I've been that bad that my eyes have rolled in my head and I can't talk. And it's come on instantly. That is when I recommend you do the dragon's blood, because again, you've definitely got an energy attached to you. Get rid of it by, doing the smudging. Again, you can use sage. But yeah, the drain thing, it's horrible, and it comes from out of the blue, and you're like, oh my God, what's wrong? And you may find that you are feeling it around certain people that you could feel comfortable with. Now you can't. You just, I don't know, I just don't want to talk to her today. She makes me feel icky. Do you know what I mean? That is where you need to trust your intuition. Your intuition is always right, which is here. This is your gut. And you may find it goes tight, or it goes nice and warm. If it goes nice and warm, that's a good feeling, if you know what I mean. If it goes tight and you think, oh my God, something doesn't feel right, listen to it, because it isn't. Okay, rightio. Next question. Amy has asked about black feathers. What are the meaning of black feathers? And she actually says she finds one a day. Now, I always say that spirit will leave you signs, and I have a lot of people come to me, but I haven't been getting anything. They've been gone for, 2 years now. I get nothing, I don't believe in it. They're not there. It's not as easy as getting up in the morning and bang, there they are, sitting at the kitchen table, or, or sitting in the car. Do you know what I mean? They've got to give us little signs along the way. And feathers is a really, really good one. Also, too, you may find, and the feathers you'll probably find are showing up in weird places. You walk in your lounge room and there's one sitting on the floor. That's when you question it. Oh, okay, where did that come from? Do you know what I mean? I don't have a black bird in the house. The cat hasn't been out today. Do you know what I mean? No, nothing like that. That's when you need to take note and think, no, it's a definite sign from above. Also, like if you go outside and you see a black feather, look, chances are it's blown out of a tree or off a bird. That's not necessarily a sign, from spirit. And doing what I do, look, a lot of things happen in my house. I don't put it down to, oh my God, that was something paranormal. Do you know what I mean? I've got cats. Cats are always knocking things over. They're always getting in the cupboard, that type of thing. But I do remember one morning I got up and my spaghetti canister had been pulled out of the cupboard, and the word shafted was spelt out in long spaghetti, and that's when I thought, oh shit. Do you know what I mean? That's obviously a sign, it's a meaning of something. And that particular day, I was shafted by someone that I really cared about. So spirit can actually give us warnings. That was quite freaky for me as well. Another one was basically in our old house, my hubby walked in the bedroom because he heard a noise, and I had like a 4-post bed. He walked in and it was like 2 feet off the ground, and he didn't believe in any of this at that stage. Do you know what I mean? Obviously it frightened him. He walked out. When he walked out, the bed slammed on the floor. We had bare boards. I heard the words, "Wake up!" And of course I did, literally, because of the thud, but they were telling me to wake up. And again, the next day, same scenario, someone that I really trusted and cared about, they showed their true colours, put it that way. So again, I took that as a warning and, a sign. Okay. And again, getting back to the feathers, look, I actually did a show with Derek O'Cara, UK medium, back in 2010. I opened up for him, lovely man, by the way. I remember walking out on stage shitting myself because there was just probably, I think there was about 1,000 people sitting there. First time I'd done a live show, mind you, and a white feather just went like that from the roof and landed on the floor as plain as day right in front of me. And I thought, that's a sign from spirit letting me know that they're there and I'm going to be okay. And again, look out for dragonflies, butterflies, that type of thing, especially if they zoom really close to you. And again, I know you can say, oh, but a dragonfly, butterfly, that's normal. Do you know what I mean? But when they start coming up to you, they'll fly in your face and they'll fly away and they dart around. Again, that's a message from Spirit to let you know that they're still very much around you. You may actually start to feel like feathers on your face, or you've got something crawling on your face or in your hair. And you're like, oh God, what's that? Get off. Do you know what I mean? It feels like a bug or something like that. You can feel warmth around the shoulder area. Especially if you're in a cold, dark room and all of a sudden you feel like you're standing in front of a radiator. That's Spirit standing behind you. And normally when you get that, you may get a little bit of palpitation as well. Also too, when we open up, everyone's got an aura. Normal people's aura is like this. Do you know what I mean? But when you start to open up, it starts to expand. Now everyone's got, you know, I call it a safe place, you know, a safe space. Pardon me. Where you get people that, you know, you can only let certain energies into your, you know, your aura, I can't say the word, aura, yeah, that word, field, basically, and before you start to feel uncomfortable. And when you start to open up, you'll find that you could handle someone standing here, but they get there and you're like, you automatically go like that. Now it starts to expand. Someone is standing here, now they're here and you're still going like that. And it's really weird. You can be in the middle of a conversation and you're laughing and joking, and next thing you're like, oh. Do you know what I mean? It's because they're entering your space, your field, basically. And again, you know, yeah, you can actually, everything, I believe everything living's got an aura. And we do actually learn about this. I'll teach you to tune into that in classes where you can actually see them for yourself. So quite exciting they are. Okay, is there any more questions on the piece of paper, DJ?
Signs in children.
Rightio, okay. Right, now, I do believe I was born with a gift. My brother, he tells me that, you know, I'd be out playing with my, you know, teacups and teapots, and I'd have the table set up, and he said I'd always be speaking to somebody different. He'd say, who are you talking to, Donna? And I'd say, this is Mary. She's, you know, she's telling me she's 4. She's wearing a red jacket, all that. And he knew it was, you know, a bit beyond me, just, you know, my imagination. But I always thought I had a really vivid imagination growing up. Now, I know from childhood, though, I was always, Mum just put it down, oh, she's shy. Do you know what I mean? And when, you know, certain people like, you know, cower, or, you know, I would open up to them. Children especially are very pure. They're very, you know, their energy is sensitive anyway. They've got the ability to, you know, tap into people's energies. But when you've been born with the ability, again, it's enhanced. So, and I have a lot of people come to me today. I don't know what's wrong with my child. You know, I thought they had autism, I thought they had ADHGY, do you know what I mean? But they've been through all the tests and they can't pick up anything wrong. They don't want to interact with other children. I was the same. Rather than go and play in a group of kids, I'd rather be in the corner, you know, reading a picture book or something like that. They may have problems learning, but the main thing is being around people. Look, I again grew up in the country. I used to lock myself in the old thunder box, which was the old outdoor toilet, because I did not want to go to school. Mum would used to literally have to take me kicking and screaming. And even then, when I'd get out of the car, I'd, you know, walk towards the classroom and I'd bolt and go back and scream. And everyone used to think I was a sook, basically. Oh, she's just a sook, you know, she's a spoiled brat, all this. No, it wasn't. It's because I didn't blend with the energies. And I always had trouble learning as well. Well, I believe I'm an old soul. I've been here before. And I do say this, it's like we've got a computer chip that's already stored up here. The information from a past life is already here. I was always very frustrated as a child. No patience, and I'm still like that now, you know. If I want it yesterday, do you know what I mean? If I'm trying to put something together and it's not working, I'll throw it to the shit house and swear at it, but then it'll get the better of me and I'll go back and like, I'm going to get you, you bastard, you know what, I'm going to get you together. You'll find that, you know, children are the same. Again, frustrated easy. Also, too, they may pick up off everybody else's energies. Example, obviously the mother's, more around, the child than anybody else. You might be having a bad day, everything's going wrong, do you know what I mean? And then your child starts to scream and carry on, and then you're like, oh my God, not now, please. What's happening is, chances are, is that your child is tapping into your energies. So, and you'll find that, how can I put it? If you're in a bad mood, they're going to be in a bad mood, if you know what I mean. So try and take time out. Go outside for 5 minutes, take a deep breath, hold it for 3, let it out, walk back in, and you'll find that your child will have a different attitude, if you know what I mean. So again, yeah, it's not fun growing up with as a child with all these abilities, and things happening to you and being very sensitive. And I always had a really strong bond with animals. I'd rather be with animals than what I would children. Because face it, children can be very mean. They really can. They can be bullies. They can be nasty. So that is again why I always chose to be, on my own. And messages to let into my life, basically. Look, I've got acquaintances, but I've got, few really, really good friends. And you'll find that, or I find that they're on the same energy par as me, same energy level. They are sensitive as well. They've been there, they've done that, where other people are concerned, if you know what I mean. And again, you may be finding that as well. Also, with children that have abilities, you'll find they're quite musical. Do you know what I mean? Give them a milk carton and a spoon and they'll sit there and bang it all day. That type of thing. It's like, again, I've got lots of cats. Go out and buy them a $50 cat bed. They don't want the bed, they want the box. Do you know what I mean? And again, it's the same now. I still have it. I've still got, it's like a compulsion. Clutter. I hate it, but I do it. That's me. It's like, the plastic things that your meat comes in. I've got a pile like this, and Darren's like, well, what are you doing with them? I'm like, no, I'll use them for something. Do you know what I mean? So again, you may find that you're going to do that as well. You've just got to have it. Time, but I hope all that made sense, and I hope you actually learned something from that. And again, look, any questions or anything like that, feel free to post them on my page. I hope you enjoyed it, and again, any interest in classes, all details about readings, phone readings, face-to-face readings are on my website. I need to write this down and hold it up, www.donnasdoorway.com.au. Thank you and take care.